Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. Just realized I have a different microphone set up here tonight. So I want to make sure that everybody can hear me all right. Please let me know if you don't, because I guess I'm going to be speaking into the mic on the. Actually, let's do this. This will be even better here. Can everybody hear me all right? Actually, maybe not. Now, can everybody hear me all right? Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Oh boy. What did I? Yes, yes, yes. I'm hearing yes, yes, yes. Because the microphone needle is not moving at all. But if you can hear me, I'm still getting yes, getting lots of yeses, getting more yeses. All right. Great the entire time. All right. We will keep running with this. Very, very good. We have a very special evening here for you tonight. I want to help connect us to the angels. I want to help get us in a more grounded and centered place here this evening. And I want to give you a little background as well. Now, I know a lot of people are asking about baby Hannah and what's going on there. We get our next update in a couple weeks. We're going to be headed down to Philadelphia somewhere in a few weeks. That's our own story of entering the unknown. But I also want to give you just a little bit of background of myself. So I had some interesting dreams last night, last week, about the Ukraine. And this is a very apolitical channel. We are love for everyone. But I had some very interesting dreams last week about being on my bicycle, about not being able to get into the cities in Ukraine. And then I had a talk with my dad a couple nights ago, who was talking to me about my great grandparents who came from the old country, who were Jews in the Ukraine and Jews in Russia, who were not allowed into the cities. And so I found that fascinating. And I see people going already going, oh no, what's he going to say politics? I'm going to love everybody. But with that said, I'm a bit of a bridge. I'm a bit of a bridge of, in history, Russian Jew and Ukrainian Jew. And so it's been interesting watching my psychology play out. And that's one of the things I'm going to challenge you with here. So certainly this is a show about connecting to the angels. And this means to be connecting to this divine thread that's inside of you. But in addition to connecting to the angels, it's about cultivating a greater awareness inside of yourself. That's really a big key to navigating this world as a mystic. And because of the energy that I hold, if you're attracted to my energy, it means you're a mystic or a mystic in training. It's why we have a whole school on becoming a full mystic. A mystic is somebody who is very energetically sensitive, because consciously or not, you are living and playing on both sides of the veil at the same time. You are both here and you are there as well. What does this mean? It means you have super skills in what you can hear in this world, in what you can understand in this world, and how you can create in this world, which means your thoughts and the intelligence of your heart, or the feelings on your heart, matter even more than someone who is not beginning to embody their mystic nature. These things matter more to you. So as and when we are heading down the road of interesting times, and I believe this will be a speed bump. I pray this is a speed bump. But with that said, I fully admit my crystal ball is broken. I do hear from the angels, but I would never say I know what's coming next. With that said, it is especially important that we start to become aware of the feelings on our hearts and the pull on our heart at this time. Because not only are we a collective, not only are we truly all one, but the energy that you hold not only comes from the field, comes from the collective, but gets pumped back into the collective as well and amplified. by you, and amplified by me, and amplified by, well, he's feeding right now, but the big guy, Rue, behind me as well, which means listening to shows like this and taking action is so incredibly important this time, because we are not all helpless. Far from it. And the reason that the angels are saying you're okay is they want to help shift your energy into a power state. And a power state has nothing at all to do with carrying something around that can hurt someone. The power state has everything to do with a much greater power. And that's not the power of God or even the power of spirit. That's the power of resonance, the power of energy, the power you have inside of you with each and every thought, with each and every breath. There is a power inside of you. This is why the angels say you're going to be okay. The angels have your back. They have your wings around you. Is if they can help you recognize that your resonance matters, your frequency matters, your light matters. They have done their job. So, why do your angels say you're going to be okay? Well, they're going to take care of you. And we're going to dive into more on that. But they also want you to help. They want to help hold an energetic space so that you can help hold an energetic space so that we can counter, not fight against darkness. We can counter where there needs to be more light. How's that? We can counter where there needs to be more light by cranking up your light to the max. So, where do we begin here tonight? Certainly, your angels have your back. Certainly, we're going to do a meditation before the end to help crank up this light inside of us. Certainly, I'm going to hold a meditation with Rue on Wednesday. That's going to be a very short. Join us 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:15 p.m. I can get this. 9:15 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific Time, where we are going to do a meditation to crank our light to the max, to help illuminate those who need it most. I want you to understand you are a power player. Don't let anyone, don't let anything, don't even let me, don't let Rue. You don't have to worry about Rue. He's so plugged in. But don't let anyone take your power away. And your power is not, that's not power. This mana, this, this. This is your superpower. And when you're broadcasting from here, now you can change the world. And you probably are already. So, last week I had these dreams. Now, I don't follow the news almost at all for the most part right now. I'll dive in, take a quick look, and get out. And every once in a while. Why? Well, with the number of people who reach out to me on a daily basis, I get all the information I want without having to go click anywhere and get disinformation here and disinformation there. And who knows what is real outside of this. But I started having dreams last week, maybe even before that. And I'm like, stuff's going down. I know it. I feel it. In fact, I know exactly what it is. But for all of us, what's going on right now, and it's not just one part of the world. There are many parts of the world that are challenged right now and are seemingly coming up at the same time. And I believe it's for a healing process in the works. That's what the angels are telling me. But when this stuff comes up, you can watch it on the news and kind of be freaked out on a conscious level. But you don't even have to watch the news because it is felt at the level of energy, at the level of consciousness, at a level that permeates everything about us because we truly are all one. And so we feel this at the level of the collective as well as the individual. So we feel a warble in the force. We feel something's off. We feel like I was waking up each day last week going, what did I screw up? That's not normally my nature, although I have my shares of fears and insecurities. But last week, all of these worries and fears and insecurities were hitting a real crescendo, a real high note. And finally, I realized this is not coming from me. This is not coming from Rue. No, I mean from you. It is coming from the connection between each and every one of us. We are more interconnected than ever. And I'm not talking about the interconnectivity of the cell phone, because in some ways that's connecting us. In other ways, it's disconnecting us. I'm talking about we are vibrating at a higher frequency. We're getting closer to the level of plugging into the angels. No, we're not at the level of the angels, although they're doing their best to lift us up. But we are more interconnected than ever. We can't hide in the woods and escape what's going on. It doesn't take a CNN, an AFM, an FOX, and anything to know something's going on because we are all one completely. You and I are inseparable. You and anyone are inseparable. We're, if you want to think about it that way, we are cells in the human beingness. Each an individual cell in the consciousness of one human being, completely interconnected and inseparable. Now, this is actually a really good thing because in the past, we didn't realize this. We didn't know what was happening to collective consciousness. Perhaps we couldn't feel it as much. And at those times, really bad things, I'll put that in quotes, but bad things happened on a collective level. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Rue, my boy. I think he just got all freaked out by the energy. Are you okay? You want back up or you want down? You want up or do you want down? Here, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's get you your favorite. Let's get you your favorite. I know. Hold on. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Are you good? Okay. So I'm not sure how well you can hear me. I'm going to go back on the mic in a second. But Rue is very, very energetically sensitive. And so he can feel the energy of each and every one of us. So I'm going to put him down for a minute so that he can ground. It's okay, good boy. And I'm going to see if I can get us into a real loving place fast. How's that sound, Rue? Then we can have you back up. Does that sound good, good boy? All right. We live in a household where if our energy goes off, even for a minute, if I go, oh no, halfway across the house, you'll hear cock-a-doodle-doo, because his job is to be a protector of us. As a protector, he's always watching our energy. Now, thank you, Red Cupid Bow Lips, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Red Cupid Bow Lips. For all of us, this is a different time. So if you read the news, the negative, worthless stimulation, but if you read that, and am I biased? Yeah, because it's entertainment. It's entertainment that pulls on your heartstrings and draws you in, but it doesn't help bring you up. So important that our energy rises up. You can read stories right now comparing this to past wars. You know what I'm talking about. Comparing this to very dangerous situations in the past. And it's very easy to sync up with that energy. The angels want us to watch for this because this is a very different time. This is a time of greater connectivity. This is a time where we feel so much more deeply too. Like Rue, we feel things deeply. So it's why right now I'm waking up each morning. I'm doing a prayer of sending out love and light and a meditation. Each evening before I go to bed, I'm doing a prayer of love and light for yourself. If each evening you go to sleep, you imagine this immense glow inside of you, permeating every cell of your being and bursting out to the world. You're putting amazing goodness out there. If you wake up each morning, and you imagine lighting a fire in your heart, seeing this light growing, your amazing candle, brighter and brighter and brighter still, and coming out every one of your cells, every one of your pores, and you are illuminating the world with your love and light from the inside out. You're doing such incredible goodness for the world. So, we are more connected than ever. We are more energetically sensitive than ever. And we have a power in us that is greater than ever. So, why are we sending out love and light? Certainly to raise the vibration of everyone and everything, but also because there is something I was taught. So, I was gifted. I had an interesting childhood. I was gifted with Catholic nursery school, Hebrew kindergarten, Hebrew after school, Unitarian junior high, Catholic high school, and who knows what in between before ending up at the Native American church. How does it get any better than this? And on it went. And what I was gifted with from this is that each group said that we need to learn from the past. We need to learn from the past of the Holocaust. We need to learn from the past from this war. We need to learn from the past from this other war so that these things never happen again. And I put out a challenge to you this evening coming from the angels. Let's stop learning about the past by reading about it, by watching it, by bathing ourselves in it, and starts learning about the future by understanding this is an energetic game and nothing is ever healed from the level it was created. In other words, if you go back and continuously read the history of the past, you will vibrate at the frequency of the past. This is why the new gen don't believe the old gen at all. They get it. If you bathe yourself in the energy of the past, you're stuck in the past. You do not learn how to get unstuck by bathing in the energy of being stuck. If instead you bathe in the energy of the angels, if instead you are a wash of love and light, now everything inherently changes. So, for instance, 1,000 soldiers versus 1,000,000 people sending out love and light. What happens? There is no verses. There is togetherness. You have 1,001,000 people vibrating at a higher level. My assistant, Aya, she's typing here today, was talking to me about the 1980s and the Marcoses in power in the Philippines and how the people came out and the nuns came out and people from churches came out and loved up on the soldiers to retake their country. Now we're taking this to an even higher level. We're taking back our world from the level of love, from the level of energy, from the level of hugging up energetically each and every one. If you're loved, you ain't fighting. If you feel angels by your side, you ain't gonna kill nothing. You're too happy. You're in a state of love and joy. Your fears and worries go down. So what do? We listen to the angels. We work with the angels. We play with the angels. This is not a naive thing. This is not simply kumbaya. Well, that's a good start. It's not something at the level of the warm and fuzzy. It's at the level of the angels. If you want to see peace in the world, you must bring peace. If you want to see peace in the world, you must bring peace. So, what do the angels have to say? They say, you, meaning you and I, but also humanity, have not made it to this point by accident. We think it's luck, or we think it's simply being in the right place at the right time. It's not that at all. Now, I was gifted a couple years ago, year and a half ago, I was invited to a Nobel Peace Prize laureate summit in Medina, Mexico. It was amazing. I got to meet some incredible people. I got to meet some of the most amazing people who were helping change the world. And what I learned is that the angels are working their magic on every corner of the planet. Every corner. People large and small are being touched by the angels and are making a difference. Thank you so much, Debbie Beckwith, for your kind donation. How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a story that when somebody on one side or the other tried to press the nuclear missile button during the Cuban Missile Crisis, the missiles wouldn't launch. That to me is a game being played at the level of the angels. They are protecting us. They are surrounding us with goodness. They are helping us navigate through what appears to be these perilous times to help get us to the other side. I don't know how it came about, but what I'm told by the angels, what I'm told by the guides, what I'm told by every great teacher out there is that humanity has already chosen. We had a choice to go off a cliff. It's called bifurcation, like a split tongue of a serpent or a snake, to go off a cliff or to raise to a higher level. And humanity has chosen the latter. We have chosen to survive, to thrive, to raise up. And so what the angels are doing is guiding us during these times to help make it through. And one of the things that they're challenging us and guiding us with is, again, at the level of energy. They're saying you can take all of these experiences, particularly big, hairy, fat, scary situations, and let's not make light of it. This is a very scary time. No, it doesn't mean you have to go to a level of fear, but it certainly is interesting. But these are times where we can choose to play the game of Ooga Booga, or we can choose to play the higher vibration game. I've already made it. We've already made it. Help me to use my wings and vibrate at the highest level I can for me, for the collective. In other words, global events didn't happen by happenstance. This is not an accident. They happen to wake us up, to wake the collective up to a new way of being. This is a global wake-up call. You know it. You feel it. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your bones. I've got to do something. That's a wake-up call. Except what we do now is not this, but certainly could be this. It could be this. It could be this. It could be this. And lastly, of course, this, radiating light and love out, vibrating at the highest level. So this is not a time of taking inaction. This is not a time of sitting on the sidelines. This is not a time where we don't heed the call, but we do, each in our own unique way. Go home, go to bed tonight, call in the angels, ask, what can I do? Go to bed tonight and say, angels, can you help me on the other side of the veil tonight as I sleep to be a superhero to help bring peace and love to the world? Those worlds have been corrupted. Those words sound like Hallmark now, peace and love, but they're real and they're strong. Or go to bed tonight and do a meditation and broadcast out by broadcasting in all the love and light you can in the world. Here's the real challenge. It's real easy to say, I love Rue. I'm going to broadcast out as much love and light as I can to him. Isn't that right, Rue? That's great. I love Rue. That's great. Can you broadcast the same amount of love and light out that you would broadcast to your puppy, to your child, to your loved one, to whomever individually or collectively you disagree with the most? Yes. Can you broadcast love and light to a people, a person, a country, a group, an organization, and anyone that you disagree with so strongly? That's what the angels are challenging you to do. That's how we play a higher level game. You go and you read the news and you go, oh my God, I can't believe that. How could he, she, they? How could they do that? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Thank you for helping me send them love. Thank you for sending love to specific person, to specific country, to specific group. I send so much love. I send so much love. We are all one. You help to heal the heart of your enemy. And there is no such thing. And I don't care if they did have the biggest weapon pointed at your head. I would send lots and lots of prayers, and I would do everything I can to get you out of harm's way. But what I mean by that is they are still us. You don't have to dance with a madman or a madwoman or a whomever. But we are all one. Nothing is solved at the level of the past. Not a thing. Nobody can convince me enough that any amount of pulling out weapons has ever solved anything over the long term. Nothing can convince me that any amount of coming to love with someone hasn't helped over the long run. And at best, if you do something with this, you hurt people, you hurt kids, you create PTSD, and you create more. The worst that happens if you do this, you bring more love to the planet and you bring it up. And we're going to talk about that more in just a little bit. So, what the angels are challenging us to do during this time is not to try and go it alone. Not to try and go it alone. This is a very big challenge. Call in your angels. Call in your guides. Say, angels, I don't know how to do this. Angels, this freaks me out. And use the energy that is quite palpable right now as a reminder to call in the angels. Michael, are you saying if I feel afraid, if I feel scared, if I feel angry, if I feel grrr, then I should call in the angels? Yes, absolutely. Now more than ever. So I do automatic writing multiple times every day. And that's kind of my thing. Automatic writing to me is the simplest, easiest way to communicate with the angels and hear back from them. The angels are saying, more, man. More. Michael, we want you doing at least 3 times a day, each and every day. We want you calling us in even more and meditating multiple times a day. And the same challenge goes for you. You don't have to do automatic writing multiple times a day. But every time you catch yourself going down, you can have an index card. You can have on one side of the index card, it said, pull out in case of emergency, or simply says, in case of emergency. And you flip it over. Rue, what are you doing back there? Where are you going, good boy? Where are you going? Are you about to hop up on the couch? You're not about to hop up on the couch, are you? You're not about to hop up on the couch. No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. No, you want a treat over here? Where did I put your treats? There they are. You want a treat, good boy? Do you want a tortilla chip? Do you want a tortilla chip, Rue? Hold on, everybody. Rue, tortilla chip. I know, good boy. Here, let's have you come back up here. Let's have you come back up here. I know. Oh, flying rooster. Whee! Here we go. You don't want a treat? I know you want a treat. I know you want a treat. All right. There we go. His favorite. You are being challenged to draw inward at this time when the thinking mind is by design drawing you outward. The idea of if you do not learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it, gets to be changed to if we try to solve our problems with the thinking mind, which is a very low-level, fear-based tool. The mind is genius. The mind is brilliant, but it is also hardwired to look for danger and thereby to create danger. If you try to solve things from here alone, you're destined to repeat them. If instead we will dive in and listen to our hearts, we will rise above them. So we have that card that says, in case of emergency, you flip it over. Go to the angels. Or in case of emergency, you flip it over and it says, put your hand on your heart. In fact, you can do this right now. You can imagine that your angels are by your side. Feel some angel wings holding you. Feel the feathers of the angels going up and down your arms. Rue, you are very, very energized tonight, aren't you? You're a good boy. And put your hands on your heart and imagine that the angels are speaking to you, saying, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Let them infuse you with its okayedness. What does this do? It realigns you with the energy of the angels. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Julie. It realigns you with the energy of your heart. It's not just a safety and security from bombs or from weapons or from anything, but it's an internal safety by saying it's okay or saying you are loved. It's an internal safety from a mind gone awry. And this is a key way your angels want to protect you. They want to protect you from a mind gone mad. Because if we look at the challenges going on in the world, these are minds gone mad, not on any one particular side. These are fear, worries, and anxieties using heavy-duty metal things to try to make the fears, worries, and anxieties go away. We know how this works. It is the mind gone awry. If we plug back into the angels, then we go from a mind that takes us to a state of panic, a mind that takes us to a state of anxiety. How are you doing there, Rue? Oh, you're such a good boy. So this right here is an example. If I go to a freak out state of worry and concern, what I will have here is a freaked out rooster of worry and concern. That's us. If instead I go to a state of, and you can see his earlobes are turning white, and that means calm and relaxation. If I go to a state, look at how bright white they're getting, of it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's a very, very energetically sensitive animal, as are you, as is all of humanity. Most people don't realize it, though. That's the thing. We are so ripe for transcending the level we are at because we are so energetically sensitive. It's why the empaths are the future leaders of this world. The empaths are the front runners. The empaths are the mystics. That's you. Once we learn how to play with energy. And so this is a hugely positive opportunity for you and positive opportunity for everyone to actually come back to the heart. This is an opportunity to ground at an even greater level. And it's an opportunity to come together as a collective, as a oneness, and stand for no more violence, no more answering anything by butting up against it. Of course, you've heard what you resist, what resists, say that. What you resist persists. Oh, Rue. Oh, you're melting, aren't you, good boy? What you resist persists. So you can do this in your mind's eye. You can do this virtually. You can do this in the virtual world even. So former pro cyclist got hit by an SUV this fall. Jessica doesn't want me riding my bicycle around here. Can't really blame her. So we got me this indoor bicycle training thing where you can ride with other people from around the world. And I got to ride in a ride yesterday with, it said 999 people plus. I don't know how many were there because that was the maximum number it did for this group ride. People riding for peace. Everyone came together on their individual workouts to ride for peace. You can do that. Certainly, you can do that in a virtual game. He is melting here. You can do that too in your meditation. You can imagine. Can I turn around for a minute here, Rue? Oh, you're in such a state of peace and bliss right now. Such a good boy. You can imagine that you're in a giant circle with everyone on earth coming together as one. And you can fill yourself up with love. And you can broadcast that love out to everyone around you. And it makes a huge difference. Now you're doing the work of the angels. Now you're doing the work the angels have come here to help you to do. Rue, you need down for some food, don't you, good boy? Do you want a hand? Hold on one more second. It's a little energized tonight. It's an energizing talk. May I, Rue? Thank you. Whoa. All right. Let's get you a treat, good boy. There you go. There you go. Good boy. There are tools. Ho'oponopono, I've taught many times. This is a powerful tool. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. Said to and for yourself, realizing we are all one. This is a tool that can help. Sending light is a tool that can help. Being in a virtual world in your mind's eye and imagining you are connected to everyone, this can help. Changing the very way you look at things. Oh, Jill, thank you so much for your kind donation. 1111. How does it get any better than this? The connection and unity of everyone and everything. That's 1111. The way there's the expression we've all heard. Well, maybe we haven't all heard. When you change the things you look, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Dr. Wayne Dyer probably existed before him as well. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you look at something and you go, that's bad, you affirm the badness. If you look at something and go, wow, I can send so much love and I know this can change, then you send so much love from the angels because they're pumping you with love, and it can and it will change. Which means you are in, and I am in, far greater control of our outer circumstances through our inner realities than we ever could imagine. Far greater control of our outer world with our inner reality than we ever could imagine. It depends on how we choose to look at things and the energy we bring to them. It means I've got a hungry rooster. Wow, hold on, let me open this for you. There you go. I know, it's a new bag of food. There you go. There you go, Rue. Right there. It means, and thank you, Indigo Moon, for your kind donation. Do everything in your power not to go to judgment, not to go to hatred, certainly not to go to violence, but there is an inner violence. The inner violence is more important in many ways than the outer violence, which is such a strange thing to say. The inner violence is in some ways much more important to control than the outer violence. What's the inner violence? Judging someone, pointing a finger internally at someone, shooting somebody with laser beams from your eye, because it not only tears them apart, but because of the frequency behind it, it tears you apart as well. There's an expression from the angels and guides, and I think Paul Selig's guides is whom I heard it from first. What you damn damns you back. Welcome to the inner circle, Matt, by the way. We've got, if you click the join button down below, we have the Mystic Circle where you get daily videos and behind the scenes goodness. Here you go, Rue. Behind the scenes goodness from the show. And like today, I was recording out on the kayak, and I've been recording a bunch with Rue, and I've been recording all sorts of stuff that's going on internally as we go through these challenging times as well. So welcome, 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 Matt. When we damn something, it damns us back. What happens when you judge something is you go from singing almost an angelic note, I don't like that. I'm feeling great. Oh, I can't believe he or she. It shifts your energy and crashes it through the floor. So remember this. This is the hardest thing to do, but perhaps the most important. Bring your fears, bring your worries, bring your concerns to the angels, bring your anger, bring your sadness, bring your thoughts of judgment to the angels. I don't get it. I don't get them. Help me to come from a place of love. Help me to see the divine in this person or this group that is really scaring the heck out of me at this time, or that I feel is doing such wrong. Bring it to the angels. Let them handle that. Let them diffuse things. And then ask them for the light and love so that you can broadcast it to the world. For no, you're eternal. This will pass. You're eternal. This will pass. But the love that comes out of this can last forever and can have a ripple effect that goes on and on and on and on and on, based on how much love you can bring to this time right now. So you came here out of love. We can do a virtual meditation out of love. You can come together in social media for love. You can meet in meditation on the etheric or an Akashic plane for love. That's what this time is about. It's not about fear and evil and badness. It's about coming together with love. And the last thing the angels would share is, we love you so much, dear ones. It's gonna be all right. So with that said, I want to open it up to some questions, and then we'll dive into a meditation. If you see me reaching my hand down beneath me, Rue he's wanting to be at a low level on the DL right now. And so I'm giving him some treats right here, right by my side. And he is very, very happy with the daddy right now. Question first from Mary. Love you, Mary. Why am I seeing supernatural bright light protecting the innocent, yet holding back the unconscious who are attempting to inflict pain and suffering on others? Why am I seeing supernatural bright light protecting the innocent, yet holding back the unconscious who are attempting to inflict pain and suffering? The universe, we made a choice here, Mary. So first off, yes, the universe is incredibly benevolent and wants all goodness and all love and all light. Of course, the universe would say that everything on some level is goodness because it is all universe. But with that said, there is a cosmic setup here in motion that we chose. Humanity chose to evolve. Humanity chose to rise up. And so spirit is helping humanity any way it can. So it's helping steer people away from a wreck. It's helping soften people who would otherwise be sharp. It's helping protect the innocent. Although really we are all innocent at the end of the day. But it is doing these things by design because of the choices we have made. Always for our highest good and the highest good of all. The cool thing is, Mary, that you're recognizing it, and you, by recognizing it, are amplifying it. Let's go back to car racing for a minute, something I don't talk about regularly on here, but I have mentioned it a few times in the past. If you're in a race car, and I've done this, been going around a racetrack, so professional in cycling, but I also had a lot of fun in the racetrack. Years ago, before we realized just how much burning that gas was probably a big no-no. I'm driving around the track. If somebody crashed in front of me, what did I do? If I watched where they went, I was going to crash too. Instead, I need to turn my attention to exactly where I want to go. But that awareness meant everything. Mary's awareness of what's going on one side and on the other side allows her to shift her attention. Your awareness of what's going on. What do I mean, awareness of what's going on? You read the news. I don't care who you're rooting for. I'm rooting for humanity, everyone. But it's all good. It's all perfect. But you sense your blood start to boil, which is great from a media point of view, because it means you're going to, click more things and they've got you, whatever that means. So your blood starts to boil. I put that in quotes. If at that moment you can recognize this is an opportunity to go to the angels and go to spirit, now you're playing a higher level game. That's the big picture game that gets to be played. I get I get God, so to speak. I'm not a bearded white man up in the sky. I get I get God. I go to love. I get angry, I go to love. I get fear, I go to love. I get scared, I go to love. I go to injustice and indignity, I go to love. Now you're linking something from your awareness that is crazy powerful. Renee, thank you so much for your kind donation. How does it get any better than this? And Lori, thank you so much for your kind donation as well. How does it get any better than this? Janice, I am seeing lots of blue lights as responses to thoughts and questions. What or who do you feel or see it coming from? You've got the orbs by your side. Okay. Yes, I'm out there. There are higher intelligent beings. Yes, there are beings from other worlds. Of course. Yes, there are spirits and angels and guides zipping around you at every moment because they love you and they want to see you safe. And when you get this little flash of a blue or purple light, that is love and light. That to me is angels, is guides, or could literally be, here you go, loved ones on the other side, letting you know we're here. We love you. We're supporting you. We're by your side. And so whenever I see this light, and I see little purple ones all the time, particularly before we got pregnant and now this time of pregnancy, because we knew that we had babies coming through, we go, thank you, thank you, thank you. When I see a light, I will also go to prayer, because it means there is an angel or spirit by your side who's just waiting to hear what you have to say. So, okay, let's see what the next question is. And we have, and feel free to keep these questions going, and then we're going to go into a meditation here. Oh, that is the next question from Janice. So is that it from questions from people that we have here tonight? And if so, we'll go into a meditation early. Okay, we've got one from Lux. And again, if we're done with questions, we'll call this good, but let's see. Okay, it's moving quickly here. This is why my team helps me a bunch. I think it just moved off the page. Um, Lux, let's see if I can find your question here. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me get this where it goes over here so I can read this. Da, 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 da. Lux, help me confirm and spread the word. When you try to heal people in your mind, it helps heal you too. Yes. It falls into the message of the prayer of St. Francis, heal to be healed, love to love. Yes, in fact, you can send out healing energy to others, but you can also think of others and send that healing energy to yourself. That's the crazy thing, is you can help heal others by healing yourself. That's the magic of things like Ho'oponopono. We are all one. As you're healing your own heart, you begin to heal the hearts of everyone around you. T, thank you so much for your kind donation. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Thank you so much, T. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Kindness, generosity, compassion, crazy as it sounds, all starts with ourselves. The more that you begin healing the big guy or girl here, the more that you begin healing everyone here, the more that you see a monster, in quotes, please don't judge, the more that you see a monster in the world, you see someone who gets to heal in here. How do we help heal someone else's heart? Put them on our own heart. Love ourself up with everything we've got, or call in the angels and say, I don't know how to help this person. In fact, it is beyond my capacity for kindness and compassion for this person. But could you please, on my behalf, can you please send them love? Can you please send them love with everything you've got? Lada Dita. Oh, and Matt just joined. Meditation music on YouTube are real or fake? Oh, okay. We'll get there in a second, Matt. Lada Dita. How do I go to love but still honor my feelings when I get triggered? So it's very easy. Ow hurts. You can go, ow, that hurt like a mofo, without going, I therefore need to attack back. We recognize that really hurt. I'm so sorry. That really hurt. But I'm still going to send out love. However, if you're hurting me, I'm going to send out love while not engaging with you, because I don't want to get hurt by you again. Let all engagement be from the heart on the inside or from the angels. I am not a positive rah-rah guy who believes we get to ignore our thoughts, ignore our emotions, stuff things under the carpet, or just be positive. I'm a pretty positive guy. I also go down. I recognize the humanity in myself, and I don't squash it. Sure, I can do better at transmuting it even faster. But I don't try to go, nah, I don't hear that. I'm fine. I'm positive. I'm positive. No. What we get to do is recognize and honor it, and then, even then, go to a place of love. That's the higher level game. That's the highest level game, in fact. And even I get to do better with it, particularly around babies sometimes, and overwhelm at all coming up. I can go to a place of OMG, 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 and then I get to do the very things here. You take it. Take some time. This is key for everyone. Everything that I'm saying tonight, first off, is a practice, but secondly, requires space. If there is no space, it becomes very challenging and difficult to do any of these things because the fight or flight mechanism goes into overdrive. Key point. Without space in a state of overwhelm, you go into a state of overdrive. That's why it's so important. If you feel I need to check in on what's going on in the world, I get it. Get in, get out. Check headlines, get out. Get whatever you need, get out. Because if you just keep ingesting that, first off, it's a poison. Secondly, you're going to vibrate at that level. But thirdly, you're not going to have the internal space, the bandwidth in order to transmute that energy and bring yourself to a higher state. On that note, Matt asks, meditation music on YouTube, real or fake, like 512 hertz? There's both, Matt. There is good stuff, and you know good stuff because you feel it, and stuff that's, what the heck? This is the most depressing thing I've ever heard. I've heard so much meditation music on YouTube that's a real downer, that's saying, raise your energy, remove negativity, heal this. And it's so, Matt, the ultimate arbiter is how does it make you feel? You go quiet, close your eyes, pay attention for a few minutes. Breathe in and out through the heart and sense. Is this bringing me up? Is it bringing me down? Do I feel more lively? Do I feel more upset? Does it make me want to love up the world? Does it make me want to break windows? It really becomes clear. And I have seen a lot of the meditation on YouTube that really is kind of Debbie Downer music. So really feel into it. PTAC. Why are greedy and mean people getting whatever they want and the good ones suffering? That actually gets the crux of tonight's teaching, which is we get to pull back from saying greedy and mean people, them, and good ones, the other guys. We are all one. Everybody here as an actor or actress playing a role for us all to evolve and grow. Every single one of us, an actor and actress playing a role in this performance of life for us to learn and grow. As soon as we label, this one's greedy, this one's a good one. First off, by saying they're greedy and the other ones are good, we've created a wall or block of lack. That whole money is the root of all evil, huge wall of lack. So, and the word greedy falls right into the money is the root of all evil. So we get to watch for that. But what we really get to watch is any labels at all, no matter how well-meaning or well-intentioned, put people in a box and pit people against each other. Even if it was all true that there are people who are doing really bad things and they're the only ones getting what they want. And I don't ignore what's going on in the world at all. I get where you're coming from. I really do. But even if that's true, they are on their unique soul path for their learning and growth. You are on your unique soul path for your learning and growth. And judging their soul path doesn't help your path at all. It only brings it down. The only answer is love. Period. Done deal. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I'll send them love anyway. What they're doing is stripping everybody of their rights, of their money, their this. We've been watching in medical insurance madness lately is the only way to put it. And it's clear that the way things are set up, really do a lot of harm to certain segments of the population. It is really, really sad to see. And you've got to be so educated and on your A game and have the time and have the knowledge and have the resources so that you're not taken advantage of, recognized. But if I say, well, these are bad persons, I bring myself down to that level and below. If I say, I'm still going to send love and light, there's got to be an answer, but I'm going to send love and light. I help shift everything and help shift the consciousness around that. Heen, I heard a voice call my name 40 years ago. Why not more often? If once, why not often? I would love to hear loved ones and angels. So Heen, use a process like automatic writing or something else and call in your angels. It doesn't have to be just once. Now, it's interesting. Mother Teresa, I believe it was 30 years of a dry spell she went through. I believe that is because universe, God, source felt she could handle that. But I have not heard that the case or need be the case for any of us. We'll call us mere mortals. We're all energetic beings having an energetic experience, but maybe not at the highest ascendant master level of Mother Teresa. But what I would do is I would start to, first off, I would go back to when I heard my name called, and I would meditate in that space and imagine it happening again and feel into it happening again and see if that is a key that unlocks a doorway to a learning and teaching from the other side. But then I would write about it. I would dream about it. I would ask about it. Right, Rue? I would do everything I can to call that voice back in. Sherry Fitchner, when a human transitions across the veil to non-physical, and if their energies reemerge into physical, do they stop communicating with us as we knew them? No. Well, okay. If, let's say, John transitions to the other side and John is, and then John comes back, would John speak to you when John came back? John would probably not remember you in the here and now, but John's still on the other side of the veil. What I mean is time is not linear on the other side. So even if somebody reincarnates and comes back here, let's say that you lost a dear loved one and they've crossed over and you're concerned that if they come back, you will lose touch with them on the other side. It's not true because time's not linear. And you, Sherry, and John, and whomever can be having so many lifetimes simultaneously. So once somebody has crossed over to the other side, you can be in touch with them. It's a practice to learn how, but you can be in touch with them for now and forever. And when you transition back to the other side, it's not like they're not going to be waiting for you because they're having their next life here on earth. They will be there. What does that mean? What means, Sherry, at the end of the day, we're all spirit having a human existence. That's another reason that we don't say, you're a bad person, you're a good person. We're all spirit having a human existence. And only a fraction of us in the here and now is us in the here and now. The majority of us is still residing, the majority of you is still on the other side of the veil. It's not all of you that came down here. It's almost as if you're playing a video game down here on Earth from up above, although the player isn't reacting quite the way you would like them to, so that they can learn and grow. But it means there's a part of you, Sherry, that's already on the other side, huge part of you. And there's a part of your loved one who will never have left the other side and is there waiting for you as well. And you can communicate with now as well. Whitney Davis, is it possible that spirits or other non-physical energetic beings can manipulate matter? Yes. Can entities affect us in a physical way? Yes. But it's not typically the Ooga Booga haunted house, and it's not typically in any sort of ill-meaninged way. It's more things like angels preventing us from having big accidents, or your angels or guides setting you up to bump into a loved one, or to get a certain phone call or to make a specific decision that has a very powerful effect on your entire life. What's hard to understand is, and sometimes, not in the YouTube live, but in the YouTube shorts I do, sometimes I get blowbacks for talking about this. It still gets to be discussed. This world, you guys get it though. This world is a cosmic setup. It is a cosmic setup for your highest good and the highest good of all. Meaning, certain things were scripted before we came here that we get to go through that don't necessarily feel good to help us grow and ascend. Our job, or our reason for being here, is to grow, is to ascend, is to open our hearts even further, is to raise our vibration even more. And often in the physical 3D plane of humanity, that comes with challenge. And so our angels and guides may have to set up the specific challenge for us to go through it. It is for our highest good, though, even if it doesn't look it in the moment. I remember now it almost seems like a trivial one, close, because my wife and I have been through so much. I know you have been through so much. But years ago, I was racing bicycles in Europe, trying to make it to the Tour de France, and I got waved by a safety official and this giant crowd and all these French people, beautiful people, loving me up, cheering me on. Les Américains, les Américains. Ooh. And a safety official waved me into an oncoming car. Career over. Next 6.5 years in and out of pain centers, saying God is dead. There is no God. Turns out even that, maybe even especially that, was the inner workings of spirit. Was something manipulated there? Oh, heck yeah. How did a safety official end up waving me into a car on a closed race course? How did this French lady get herself onto a closed race course with barricades with her car? It was a setup. And because of that setup, I'm able to speak with you here today. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Without the setup, that wouldn't have taken place. AGV. Why am I so sensitive lately? Tears and meditation and prayer and conversations and global issues. AJV, you are not alone. And if you didn't catch the beginning of it, I would go back and catch the start of this. What's going on right here is the energy of the collective pouring over all of us right now. It is full on. We're feeling overwhelmed. We're feeling not just short of attention, but our short-term memory is trashed. We are crying so easily. We're shaky. It's as if we're plugged into an electrical socket and our hairs are on edge and our nerves are frayed and fried, or almost like we're walking around sunburned and sensitive to everything. That is because we are ascending as a species, as humanity, you could say. We are more energetically sensitive, and there's stuff going down right now that feels really bad. And we are more sensitive than ever. And so we feel it so more dearly. We don't necessarily have the words to describe it or to say, wow, there's a war going on in another part of the world, and wake up in the morning and go, there's a war going on in another part of the world. That's why I'm in tears and so feeling so raw today. But that's actually what's going on, which is why the reverse is true too. We're not just receivers, we're transmitters. And so we can pump goodness back into the system to help change things as well. That's what's really cool now that I don't believe humanity has had. Maybe we had it with indigenous peoples or ancestors a very long time ago, but if so, they didn't make it through and they got the reset button. And this time I believe we've got it and we've got it dialed. we're more sensitive now than any time in recorded history to be able to, we're more sensitive on a global scale, that if somebody is hurt 10,000 miles away, we can feel it. But if somebody feels love 10,000 miles away, we can feel it too, or we can even pass that love along to them. Frida. A very dangerous, mentally ill ex-spouse will be released from state custody soon. I send lots of love, but far away, but I need to protect myself. How? So, Frida, there may be some legalities and things that you get to look into here, because I'm not saying don't be prudent. Love and light are great, but you don't need to do a tango with someone or something that's dangerous. So I would, A, yes, go to a loving place. B, talk to the angels. C, see if there is anything speaking to a legal power or somebody that you need to speak with to make sure that you are safe. We are prudent at the same time that we are love. What does that mean? It means I know I am divinely safe no matter what. But if I'm not prudent and don't look both ways before I cross the road, I'm going to be safe on the other side. I'll have gotten the reset button from here, and we don't want that for you, Frida. So make sure you're prudent as well. Take a few more questions, then we're going to go into a meditation here, and then I will see you guys Wednesday for a big peace group meditation. Oh, tomorrow night, we have an awesome show on alternate and parallel universes and jumping between universes with Cynthia Sue Larson. So I believe I can put up the link now. Do come join us for that tomorrow night. Of course, if you join our School of Mystics, we have a tapping clearing session, a healing session this Wednesday. And so I'll put down the link for that as well. That's joining our School of Mystics, which is usually 4 Wednesdays a month. This month has 5 Wednesdays. So we're putting in a tapping healing session. How does it get any better than this on this Wednesday as well? Lucy, can we comfort ourselves during these times? Any daily activities or practices that you recommend? So 1, I would do even a short meditation of filling yourself up with light. You can sit next to a light and see that light coming inside of you. You can envision a light. You can imagine that you're sitting on the sun and that you are filled with light. You can imagine an experience where you saw the brightest glowing light you have ever seen, and take 5 or 10 minutes and just stay with the light. Second thing that you can do, go to your angels and guides. Now, I'm an automatic writing kind of guy, so I would recommend writing to your angels and guides on a daily basis. I think through today, the Kindle is on sale for automatic writing for $5 on Amazon. Yeah, I think through tonight is $5 on Amazon. If not, it's $10 on Amazon. Probably can get a used copy sent to you for less than that on Amazon. Or you can do our live class and take our video-based program, automaticwriting.com. But that is a practice where you can communicate with your angels on a daily basis. Or you can simply start with a mantra. And I recommend automatic writing. I'm doing it multiple times every day. But do a mantra of thank you, angels, thank you, guides. Thank you, angels, thank you, guides. Thank you, angels, thank you, guides. That alone starts to help bring your frequency up. TJ Love, does ascending mean that we are dying? It's a brilliant question. So no, ascension has nothing to do with that. What it has to do is a shifting of energy from one vibrational frequency to another. Put it in musical terms, it is going from one scale or one octave to a higher scale or a higher octave. With that said, we're all, of course, as we're well aware, temporary beings in physical form, but fortunately, we are infinite beings in energetic form. So with that said, let's dive. Oh, Heen, thank you so much for your kind donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How does it get any better than this? I believe we're going to go into a meditation now. Oh, I'll answer this last question from Teresa. What is a tapping healing? So there is a process, Teresa, called, and for everyone, called EFT tapping or emotional freedom technique. What it is a technique where you tap on different acupressure points on the body, and it shorts out a fear or flight response inside of you and helps you replace it with something else. So it's been clinically studied, for instance, for cases of PTSD. PTSD, let's say that you're terrified of getting hurt or getting killed or being wiped out or something horrific. There is a technique that you can do tapping on different acupressure points and remove that wiring of fear and terror and replace it with something positive so that that scary thing or scary pattern inside of you is removed. So we all have wounds, we all have blocks, we all have fears, particularly right now. And a lot of these create energetic blocks inside of us that doesn't allow the energy to flow. When energy doesn't flow, we get in pain, we get sick, we can't sleep, we get worried, we get anxious. And so what we're going to do is using tapping, we are going to rewire the nervous system in essence on Wednesday night. So that'll be a Wednesday night. Yeah, on Wednesday night with our School of Mystics. And that'll be right before our group meditation here. Brilliant question. All right. Indigo Moon asked, and thank you for your kind donation. Can you give us a positive manifestation story? Really doing my best to manifest good. This home we're in right now, because we'd been traveling on the road until we got pregnant, and then we were in an RV. And for this beautiful time before we are pregnant, this beautiful home magically appeared before us and appeared before us when we were being presented with so many things that were not the right home for us. But we stayed Indigo Moon in this centered place, and we are on the largest lake in New Jersey. I got to skate on the lake until last week. This week, I have started paddling on the lake, and there is a hot tub right down by the water. And I dipped my toes in the 32-degree water today. I haven't pulled a Wim Hof and gone swimming in it yet, but there is a hot tub. So probably within the next week or two, I'll be bouncing back and forth between swimming like a cold fish and getting in that hot tub and saying, how does it get any better than this? Let's go into a meditation, shall we? And yeah, I'm going to take a sip of water, and then let's go into a beautiful, short love and light meditation. We'll get everybody, no matter where you're at tonight, either to sleep or on with your day just a little bit earlier. And I do want to thank you for joining me, and thank you for sharing your love and light with the world. Let's have you just sit nice and comfortably for a minute and just roll your shoulders forward. Roll your shoulders forward as if there's an angel at your back, and this angel is giving you a heavenly shoulder massage. You can roll them forward. You can roll them back. And you can just kind of feel, all of those tensions beginning to melt away. How does it get any better than this? Now let's just have you breathe in through the nose, nice and relaxed, down to the belly, and out through the nose. In and out. In and out. In and out. As you continue to breathe in and out, I want you to imagine that everybody here watching this event, past, future, and present, that we are all here together linked in a giant circle. You can take the hand of the person to your right, you're certainly safe, and to the person to the left. As you continue to breathe in and out, imagine that you're in a circle of complete and total safety, of security, of love, and of light. In this circle, I want us to call in our angels now. I'm going to do a little calling in for us as well. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, guardian angels, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guides, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please come into our circle here this evening. Please protect us. Please keep us safe. Please put your arms around me, and may you please have our backs. And now, feeling your angels are by your side or by your back, I want you to imagine the most amazing glowing light inside of you, right at chest level, as if somebody had planted the most brilliant light right by your heart. You breathe in, you see this light growing brighter. You breathe out, it grows brighter and brighter still. In, grows brighter, out, brighter still. In, you see your chest glowing so incredibly bright. Out, it's growing even brighter. In, this light is glowing brighter and brighter still. And out, you feel your entire body start to glow. In, this light is growing so bright, it's starting to beam out of your skin. And out, you see this light beginning to illuminate your entire room. In, you take in all this light, you feel it filling your chest, filling every cell of your being. And out, you are now this light from the inside out, shining light to your room and to your entire home. In, as you take in your breath, this light is growing brighter and brighter still, and out, you are now illuminating your entire home with light. It is such a brilliant, healing love and light coming from your heart. You breathe in again. It's growing so strong inside of you. You're glowing so bright. And out, you're illuminating and healing the entire city block. In again, your light inside of you is glowing so bright. And out, you're illuminating your entire town. How does it get any better than this? Filling them up with love and light. In, you are glowing almost as bright as the sun itself. And out, you're illuminating everyone with love and light in your state. In again. You are filling yourself up with the love and the angels and so much incredible light. You are the sun and you are illuminating on your exhale your entire country. Here's where it gets fun. In, you're glowing brighter and brighter and brighter still. And now, as you exhale and send it out, I want you to send it to those in need wherever they are in the world, not just the downtrodden, but those on the other quote unquote side as well. In with all of your light. And I want you, as you exhale, to send healing, love, and light to the people, person, or peoples that are challenging you the most or that you are having the most trouble with in the world right now. And in again, glowing so incredibly bright, and send out love, send out light, send out peace to those that are the scariest, that those appear the most dangerous, with those that are scaring you the most. And in again, you are glowing as bright as the sun itself, and the sun shines on everyone. And send out that love and light from your inside. Send it out to those people who need the light the most, so that they stand down their weapons, so that they come back to a state of love, so that they are healed. And in your beaming so incredibly bright, you are the sun, and send it to all of those in need on both sides, on whatever sides, for there are no sides. And heal everyone with your love and light. In again. You are beaming as bright as the entire galaxy, and send out that light and love to everyone on the planet and everyone in need, no matter where they are out. And one more time, in, filled up with such incredible love and light, put your hand on your chest, and out, and feel the healing love and light for yourself. Let's go one more time. In, you're glowing so bright. Out, you're filled with love and peace. In, love and light. Exactly where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be. And you have all the power in the world right inside of you. So shine your love and light on the world. Love you guys so, so, so much. Come join us for a World Peace Meditation Wednesday. Join us before that for tapping if you'd like. Join us at the School of Mystics, which you can find at inspirenationuniversity.com. You can certainly click below and join the Mystic Circle and get lots of behind-the-scenes goodness with me, with Jessica, of course, with Rue. Tomorrow night, come join us for Cynthia Sue Larson on shifting to an alternate reality. How does it get any better than this? And I just want to thank you guys so much. I love you so much. You have so much power, so much goodness inside of you. You just get to tap into it. Just replay this again and again. Share it with everybody you know. Share this. The more that we help people to shift their energies, the more that we can shift the energy of the entire planet. You're a mystic. You're a light worker. You've got this going on. So share this with everyone you know. So love you guys so, so much. Oh, and wishing you the most beautiful, beautiful evening ahead and the sweetest dreams you've had in a long time. You have the power to help be the change, bring the peace, and bring love and light to this world. Thank you, Aya. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rue. And thank you, Rue. You. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Love you guys. I know, Rue. I know. Oh, yeah. You wanted me to mention we've got Rue bits now. Rue's on air every few days. Jessica's been recording it, which is kind of words of wisdom from Rue. Anything you want to say right now? Love. Love, 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 love. That love, love, love. Oh yeah, be the love. He just keeps on saying, you guys are the love. And that's what it's all about. So you can check that out on our YouTube channel, the Rubits. All right. Love you guys. Be well. Keep shining bright. Let's get you some more food and treat, Rue. Love you guys. Good job.